welcome to show 517. 517.
Actually.
Hey, how you doing, man? This is Joe D, and welcome to show 5. That's what happens when the host doesn't mute the damn YouTube channel over there. So we are back and better than ever, literally, because we are on StreamYard. This is week, what, 2? 2.5? Right?
2.5, yeah.
2.5. So this will be our second full week on StreamYard. I think everyone's happy with our new home except for Mark currently. Any words, Mark, in the dark?
No, he's really in the dark.
Can you hear me?
No, not really.
Nor see you.
Yeah. We have this guy, formerly known as Mark, currently known as Mark in the Dark, who is in the middle of a power outage. And so he is strictly on mobile and not having a good time doing it either.
There, he's back.
Yeah, he's got like seconds, literally, of good connection, and then it's back to lagging all over the place again. Bum, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good. I just barely made it for the start of the show, but you know I'll always be here.
Right on. That's good. So let me put a link up in the chat there so others can join in if they wish. I will fire up my other screen over here as well. And let me see. Let me put this right to my headphones here. That way I've got sound. And I'll cue the intro. Maybe I'll try the shorter one today.
Special fuck you shout out to Joe D.
Oh, yeah.
And the rest of his craft beer cunts.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Just notice he's fucking talking shit.
Always. Always.
About the malt liquor drinkers on YouTube. Fuck you, Joe D.
Yes.
You fat piece of shit.
Thank you. Thank you very much there from the chairman. The big FU to the CBCs in the house. Speaking of, we got another CBC just walked in right now.
What's up, Pat?
They say, what's up, man?
What's up?
Have you had one of these yet? I've got one of each of these in the fridge for you right now, so.
Just some hobo who wandered into your house.
Yeah, we take in homeless these days, so yeah, that's their
vagabond.
Yeah, vagabond, exactly. Everybody's welcome. Hey, any comments from Pittsburgh over there on the brouhaha that happened over there in baseball?
Oh, no, not really. Other than, usually when a team's on a losing streak. We okay?
Oh, yeah, sure. No, go ahead. Yeah. I'm sorry, Bum, what's up?
No, I was just going to say, usually when a team is on a long losing streak, sometimes they will kind of get into a battle with another team to try and fire themselves up and, get some team unity going. And that might end their losing streak. Well, yeah, that resulted in a 1-game winning streak for the Pirates.
Yeah,
they lost them the next night.
We got some people chiming in on the thuggery of the Pittsburgh Pirates that's happening lately. You got some talking heads on ESPN talking about the thugs in Pittsburgh.
Oh, I haven't heard about I haven't heard them called thugs, but yeah, what was the one dude's name? Some no name that was trying to defend his team, quote unquote. Guy sucked all year.
Yeah. So, anyone that didn't know, there was a huge fight. I mean, it was.
Yeah, one of the rare baseball fights where there were actual punches thrown.
Yeah, actual people got knocked out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
Yeah, and Osuna came in and blindsided somebody, and yeah.
Hey, Coach, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
What's up, Coach?
Good.
We've got Coach in the house. Where you at right now, bro?
I'm back in Avondale. I was in Idaho last week and came back to Avondale a couple days ago.
Oh, so you got here just in time for the heat.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Missing Idaho.
Yeah, he's missing Idaho. It's funny because I've had a lot of moving customers from my at work that have been moving to Idaho lately. It's a trip. I've had at least 3 different customers moving to Idaho lately, so it's been very interesting. I'm like, can I be the first one to tell you? They're like, okay, go ahead. I'm like, who the ho?
Oh man.
And they're all female too. They're like, I'm the hoe. All happy. I'm like, all right, I like you.
They all are, man. They all are.
So, what do you got, Coach? Are you drinking right now, or?
No, I'm not. I might go next door and grab a beer, and I'll jump back on if I grab something good.
Beer
What's your
or
status?
otherwise?
You're working right now, or what?
Yeah, working. But if I go next door and grab a beer, I'll jump back on. I just
Oh,
want
okay.
to say hi.
All right, right on, man. Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, brothers.
Always good
Okay.
to see you, Coach.
Always good to
Oh,
see
yeah.
you guys.
So, what do you have?
Stay cool.
Yeah, stay cool. Exactly.
I'm having Annegren's Valkyrie.
Oh, Integrates Valkyrie. Oh, nice. In a can.
German style amber.
Yeah.
And then Untapped claims it's a alt beer.
I think
But this one says amber, so
let me see. How do you spell integrate? I'm like
Annegren.
yeah, what is that? Oh, EN.
ENEGREN.
Yeah, there it is. I've got it now. All right.
That's all they do is German style stuff.
Oh, is it? So that's their special.
Yeah.
You see that a lot with ambers, right? They'll sometimes they'll be classified. I think it's kind of really the same thing, isn't it? Technically, isn't it? Aren't they super similar?
This one definitely doesn't fall under the traditional amber that you would normally see around here that you would assume would be an amber.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a fat tire or something like that.
Yeah.
This one is super bready, super malty. I mean, way beyond what your typical amber would be. Real heavy. You know, it's got a pretty good body to it.
Hey, and we welcome in Pat, man. He's from foreign land over there.
Yeah. Just from literally hundreds of inches away.
He is almost thousands of inches away right now, man. It's incredible. Thousands and thousands of inches away. Let me share the screen, and we'll share this one right away, man. We've got Valkyrie here. I'm not gonna gush on this thing anymore. I gushed on it last week. I'm gonna do my damnedest, bum, not to gush on it this week again.
Please
Okay?
don't gush, Joe.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. But in any case, we've got 3,900 ratings on here, 75 in the last 30 days, 6.3% ABV, 35 IBUs, and a 371 rating. Pretty solid rating. Let me go over this description because there's some controversy here over the classification of this beer, right? Valkyrie is brewed following the traditions of one of the oldest beer styles in Germany. Alt literally means old in German. Brewed with over 60% imported Munich dark malt. This beer is smooth with strong malt, caramel, and toasty flavors. German noble hops round out the beer with a floral finish. You getting any floral finish to this at all?
Yeah, this is It's definitely pretty heavy. It does have that toast and, you know,
Whoa.
No.
I guess he was done talking. Like, that's the end of his description. That's it, son. All you get, you know? But I, unfortunately, was not done listening, you know? I was like right in the middle of my listen. You know what I'm saying? So that's very unfortunate. But a 371, what do you think? You like all beers, bum? What do you, or are
Yeah,
you
the,
more,
the few that I've had, yeah, I can occasionally handle an alt beer. Obviously, it's not one of the more widespread styles out there.
Here you go.
nice?
Surprise.
Look at this. What do we have here?
You have to figure. Take a guess.
Yeah, right. I know, right? Okay. But you want to guess with me here, bum, on what this might be? Let me see. It's hazy, and it smells very citrusy. Oh, I mean, it smells like grapefruit and very floral.
You can't fool me, Joe. I know what that is. That's one of your syntax peanut butter stout.
I think this is a peanut butter stout, actually. I think you're exactly right. Because yeah, that grapefruit is sometimes confused with peanut butter. It's really
Mm-hmm.
crazy how that works. It really is. And the color alone, I mean, now I have to admit that one, God, was it a peanut butter beer? What beer was it that I had over there in Georgia? And unfortunately, Mark can't talk for himself. But that one that I had over there in Georgia, I believe it was a milk stout or something, but it looked like this. Well, not as
Not as
cloudy.
hazy.
Yeah, not as hazy. Thank you. But dear God, it just blew your mind, and it's a lot like that coffee beer from over here that will just blow your mind as well. But so I got to sip this one because it's fresh. Mm. Oh, I got a feeling this one came from a place that starts with a T. I don't know. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Nah, not actually. No.
Hmm.
Well, no. I'm sorry. You're right. But not what you're thinking, though.
Oh, okay.
Take a little road trip.
Yeah, this guy can travel fast because he's traveling thousands of inches.
that was warp speed.
Yeah, he really. Oh, toppling Goliath. Oh, this might be my first ever toppling Goliath right here.
And
You
then,
might be
yeah,
watching it here, folks.
I had that, a little bit ago on here, and I know that like Earth wasn't hot about that one. And I think it might be a little overhyped, but I think it's a pretty solid pale ale.
No, but his beer looks quite a bit different from what I remember it out here.
Really?
I don't know if it's just my area having issues with it or what.
I think there were some variations because they actually had two canning places. Two places they were brewing, and I had actually heard that like the Midwest stuff was better than if you got it outside, and I got this in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So then maybe that is the case.
That would be the only true test is for me to get, a true source to that.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta.
I'm sure it's way better than what I've had.
This is pretty cool.
I mean, it's really good for especially like 6.5%. It doesn't, it's got a ton of flavor for that.
I don't even think the ones I've had have even been close to being that hazy.
Yeah.
Let me look this up real quick, man, because this is super cool right here. This is a first for me. I have not had. Wow, look at that! It pulled right up.
That's a popular one.
Plus, it's got a unusual spelling. So the minute you put a P and an S together, this is the first option.
Yeah, there's
So
not like any beers called like Psalm 3-2 or whatever. Any Christian beers or something.
Right? Yeah, but you never know. I mean, there's a lot of monks brewing beer, so it would almost. I mean, you never know, right? I mean, there could be. It's not like they're. Also, you're on the laptop now. Okay. But in any case, look at this. There's been a few people have this beer. 314,000 ratings. And I'm just now getting to it. Imagine that. 3,200 in the last 30. My first try. 6.8% ABV, 50 IBUs, and a 418 rating. Let me cover this description. This single hop pale ale showcases the Citra hop, which I finally threw away the bags over here, for a well-balanced beer that is delicate in body with a mild bitterness in the finish. What is that? Frostus hop aromas of citrus and mango give a refreshing taste that is bright with just enough bite. Cool, man. This is let me share some photos here real quick. Yeah, that looks
Yes.
exactly like what I'm drinking.
I was gonna say I always thought it was pretty hazy. Every time I've had it, it's been hazy. So
And that will produce a pretty hazy warm lager as well, actually. You know, when you pull that tap, you will get a hazy IPA. Yeah.
Dank. Yeah.
Dank. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of dankness come out of that tap right there. So just
you
be
do
ready.
you do hear always like what is it? What hop is that now? There's Simcoe. They always say or smells like cat pee. That's like the main descriptor for Simcoe is cat pee.
Yeah. Pungent smell.
I could see that. Yep.
I don't know about dog pee or any other dog fluids.
We do
I'm
have
not sure which way you're going, but
we have a couple of hotties in here, man. We've got
oh, thanks.
Sarah. How you doing?
Sorry.
Yeah, well, no, I mean in the Untapped.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know you ain't talking about me, so
yeah, no. There's Sarah and Jill in here. How you doing? Yeah, Sarah and Jill. How you doing?
Are you Sarah, Pat? You're the Sarah, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a nice enough name.
Yeah, Sarah, Jill. Yeah, But what Bum is yet another. What is that? Yet another with tech issues tonight. Yeah, we're having what's going on? Is that on the StreamYard side or is that on?
I think with mine it was just my internet.
Okay.
I was
But it
doing
counts.
good. I was on my phone. I was doing pretty good, and then all of a sudden you start asking me questions about the beer. Right off.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. By the way, speaking of questions, thank you, Earth. I've got a question for everybody here. Taking a little poll as we do here from time to time on Share Beer. Socks involves socks. How many people sleep with socks on?
Not I.
No.
Are we answering this now, 20 minutes into the show, or is that for like hour 3?
Yeah, right. Yeah. It could be for hour 3 as well. Yeah.
You want my answer now?
Sure.
Yes and no. It just depends on the situation. There's actually been hot nights where I've gone to bed with socks on just because I forgot to take them off.
Would you happen to be a person that always has to have socks on? Like, let's say, do you have any sort of hard surface flooring where you don't like feet to touch the floor?
Yeah, I will say this, since we're on the topic. When I am in my house, I never, ever have shoes on. I'm either in stocking feet or in bare feet. I never wear shoes around the house. Never, ever.
Yeah. Well, I'm a similar way then. Yeah. And I'm pretty much always barefoot though.
I was gonna say I don't even wear socks most of the time, like out of the house. So
Try not to in this climate.
Yeah. I have a friend who says they always have to have something on their feet. So when they're in the house, they wear shoes. I'm like, and when they go to bed, they wear socks. I'm like,
I think
this
you need to dig a little deeper. There's something going on there.
there's issues, right?
There's some trauma, some early trauma.
And I told this person, I've got questions, and I'm going to be asking everybody if they wear socks to bed. And oh yeah, I guarantee a lot of people wear socks to bed. I'm like, all right,
Not here.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
I can give a little bit of a pass to, cold temperatures, during the winter, maybe. A little bit of a pass here and there.
Yeah. How cold do you think it would have to get, Earth, before you would don socks in bed?
Under freezing.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, does anybody here wear a shirt while going to bed? Are you pretty much shirtless?
Once again, it varies. Yes and no.
Yeah, I would now from Bum that would make sense because it gets cold there. We've got 3 people in this house right now currently that it's pretty damn hot.
Is Earth here?
I know, right? in this virtual,
okay.
In this virtual, I mean, I could understand Bum. I mean, it gets pretty cold there, and you might want to wear something because you probably at some point can't get enough blankets on you. So that would make some sense. But oof, man, here, oh yeah. I mean, I'm underwear, man. I'll just put it out there. I wear underwear going to bed, and that's about it, Chief. I don't want to wake up all twisted and
you're such a prude, Joe.
Yeah, that's just not no socks. That's for sure. I'm like, ugh. I couldn't even fathom. I was like, you what? You wear socks? What?
I sometimes wear a sock, but not on my feet.
Nice. Good answer. That was a great answer. Now you guys can get an idea of how damn loud I really am, right? Like,
do you hear that is there an echo?
Yeah.
Then you go.
You can get an idea of exactly how loud I really am, right?
Because the last time I was outside, so
you can hear it.
No, you're fine, Pat. Don't worry
I'll
about
just
it.
kick out over here then.
No, don't sit outside because, dear God, it is.
It's like 114 right now, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is ridiculous outside. Yeah, don't even. Yeah, screw that. For sure. But
I'll just go lay in your bed. How about that?
What do you think Billy D does, man? Does Billy D don any sort of socks or pajamas while going to bed?
Well, this is normally where you're going to expect Billy D to pop up. Right, Joe?
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, we got the music.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got some slightly bad news. We have a malt liquor report, but Billy D is not present tonight.
Oh.
How did that happen?
What? He's out shopping for socks.
Oh, my God.
What?
Look, I was so prepared.
Well, I will just say this for now. Billy D is away on special assignment.
Oh, okay. Well,
more will be revealed later on. But unfortunately, right here in this spot, Billy D, he's not here tonight. He's away. Actually, he's in New York City on special.
Well, from time to time, we take time off. And we shouldn't expect any less of Billy D.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I do have his pedestal here if you want me to prop that up.
Oh, yeah. We might as well show his pedestal.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I can get to the malt liquor report.
Okay. Yeah. Because we've got a whole community of people that look forward to the malt liquor report.
Yeah. No, Billy D's away on special assignment, and believe me, it's something worthwhile. Okay. The payoff will come later on.
Okay. All right. Well,
so You know what? It's funny. I actually have a Hurricane malt liquor in my freezer, chilling out, but I don't think it's cold enough yet for me to drink. So
Okay.
maybe next week. So we will proceed.
It's here.
Joe, I don't know if you noticed. I think, if I'm not mistaken, were we not the first people to go with StreamYard? I know Rod did it. Were you first, or was Rod first?
I'm pretty sure we were first,
Okay.
and then Rod did it, like, I think just days after we did.
Okay. But it was basically Mark that discovered StreamYard, right?
Yeah, Mark discovered it. There's no question. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. So we do have that documented. It's funny how. Oh, there's your alarm.
Yeah, we got to start the show.
Wake up, Joe.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the sheriff. That's the malt liquor report alarm.
Yeah, kind of. It is.
I mean, you know what I'm
It's like
saying?
a foghorn going off.
Yeah, if we haven't started the malt liquor report by the time that alarm comes on, then we are due. Yeah, so that's what it is, actually. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it has a dual purpose.
It has a. It still has a purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can for sure credit Mark with discovering StreamYard.
Yes.
Well, all of a sudden, and this might be possibly because of Mr. Some Drunk, who, as you remember, was in the chat last week. Mr. Some Drunk, aka Dumb Cunt.
Oh, okay.
Maybe StreamYard helped. He helped spread StreamYard to some of these other guys. Well, all of a sudden, StreamYard is being mentioned with the malt liquor guys.
Oh.
For instance, just like 3 days ago, we had a video from the chairman entitled "Motherfuck StreamYard Hangouts."
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You know what? We put StreamYard on the map by getting them MF by the malt liquor community.
Yeah.
Good.
So StreamYard is definitely these guys are hip to StreamYard. So
Yep. Well, they have to be. I mean,
yeah,
we're an international show here.
Yeah.
You know.
So anyway, let me go and paste the chat here. We got something from the chairman here.
Okay. All right. Yes. Let's check it.
If you want to click on that, that's motherfuck your Dodge Dwarf 68.
Yeah.
Actually,
Let me pause
And-
that and
Yeah, just go to 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
let me share the screen here, and we'll get all set up. There we are.
This is kind of an appetizer.
Now, okay. Well, I'll have questions afterwards, of course. So we need to go to 6 what?
About 6:30.
6:30. All right.
Yeah.
6:30. 6:28.
Yeah.
I know this whole team because he ain't want to listen. Stay dead Google Hangouts. Stay dead Ugu piss drinkers. Just a matter of time till they shut down StreamYard. Craft beer cut down on the Share Beer Show.
Here, you missed our cuss out, Joe. You have to go back.
Oh, we have to go back on, man.
OD in the craft beer. Just a matter of time till they shut down StreamYard. Fuck you, Joe D, and the craft beer cunt down on the Share Beer Show.
Yeah! Yeah! I'll take that. I'll take that cuss out. Yeah! Salute. Whoa! Wait a minute. Whoa! Did you see that? Wait a minute. Pause the malt liquor. We have malt liquor. Oh.
not a bottle though.
You know what, Pat? If you're gonna drink that, I have to break my Hurricane out of the freezer. If you're doing it, I'm doing it.
What I'm wondering is, will Joe drink any of it?
Someone smuggled malt liquor across the border. That's what happened.
So
Okay, Pat, you inspired me.
That
Joe,
would
have
be.
you-
Yeah, he inspired. That would be the first ever malt liquor in this house right now, and it
Isn't
was
that-
smuggled in. What do you say about that, Earth?
That's news, ain't it? That's news for you.
Yeah, is that now? That's I don't know. What do you think the chairman would say about that, Pat? I think the chairman's going to put you on his side of the fence now, man.
Well, it's not a bottle, right? So it's no good.
Oh, it's not a bottle, but it
And
is
I'm
still.
using a glass.
What do you think, Bum? Would the chairman's got to be awful happy that a malt liquor finally has made it into this house and smuggled in. It was smuggled in. It's illegal.
I think it's great that there's a malt liquor being consumed during the malt liquor report by somebody other than the malt liquor reporter for a change.
Well, that's why as soon as you started, I cracked it. What I'm wondering though is I put this in a glass because I'm wondering, will Joe drink a little bit of this?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
No
Pat,
pressure.
if you put it in a glass, you know what? Forget
I
it.
know.
Cancel
What?
your sent to malt liquor hell.
It was a can anyway, right? So isn't that a problem?
Hey, Bum, is it documented the last malt liquor that we drank on Share a
Oh,
Beer?
you mean on the original non-recorded show? I don't know.
Okay, so there wasn't. We didn't record it then.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
By that point, everybody was drinking their own thing.
Now, Jay Vega said StreamYard will fail like all the rest.
Oh yeah, Vega's here. Vega, look what I got. Hurricane.
Hurricane, yeah. Yeah, and he's got to be proud of that. Now,
Yeah.
You're wasting precious time, Bum. You got to start sipping that thing.
Oh, I know. My God, I've warmed it up at least 2 degrees by holding on to it.
yeah. Oh my God.
All
yeah.
right, let's.
What's the ABV on the Hurricane?
This is a high gravity 8.1, bitch.
Oof.
Yeah, because isn't that what Vega would say?
There you go.
Right?
You're gonna chug that shit? Aw.
Oh, I can't chug this.
It's probably not
I
a
can
good
barely
idea.
drink it, let alone chug it.
Pat, there's your answer. Because now, regularly, when Bum has malt liquor, he does have it in the can, and he is accepted 50% of the time by the chairman.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought that it had to be in a
One out
bottle.
of every two.
Label out in a
No,
bottle.
it doesn't have to be.
Okay. Just a glass is a problem.
And I just realized this is a 25-ounce can, 1 bonus ounce here. That may be the ounce that does me in tonight.
You can read the screen, right? Keep that
Right.
label out, Bum.
Well, since I don't think Joe is gonna degrade himself with
That
this.
one
I
extra
can't
ounce.
keep the label out if I'm going to drink it, although that may be another option, just to keep the label out and not drink it.
I'll have to join you straight from the can then.
Yeah. That's yeah.
I feel like I got to go round up the troops, man. I'm outnumbered now.
Yeah, this
Well,
is,
you know, the other stuff I brought after this is, you know, not Mickey's. Let's say that.
I'm gonna you know, what do you think, Earth? I'm gonna have to start having like some kind of border wall put up in my house.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have some sort of
build that wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a malt liquor border patrol, a craft beer, a CBC border patrol.
Yep, you're gonna have to hire some ice.
Hire some real ice.
Well, I don't know though. That's a malt liquor thing, right?
To smuggle, you know, to counter the all the smuggling going on, the illegal transportation of this other liquored beverage.
Well, the other stuff I brought is about as like craft beer cunty as you can get. So I figured.
Yeah, it's pinky out, huh? It's gonna have to be peak. What's the finger next to what's the name, Bum, of ring finger, right? So it's so pinky out that it makes your ring finger come out as well. Is that would you say that, Pat?
I think we should do middle finger out. when we're drinking that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that might be fully acceptable right there. I like that. What say you, Bum?
Yeah, definitely middle finger out.
But I bet that thing's delicious, isn't it?
Oh my God, yes. Oh, good
Just
God.
like a cob of corn just covered in fucking Caro syrup or some shit.
And evenly inserted.
I'm going to get back to this video because
Oh yeah, sorry.
I don't. What do you think, Bum? What's this? What else is he going to say?
Drink only cold containers of delicious malt liquor. Video in, video out.
Well, there's not much else in this video, Joe. We can move on to the next one.
Okay, but wait a minute. As always, we do have to critique what is on the plate. That looks like one of the sorriest hot dogs I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I believe that's one of his latest delicacies, which is hot dogs wrapped in pancakes.
I was going to say, is that what that thing is?
Yeah.
It's a hot dog wrapped in a pancake?
Yeah.
That's not that weird though. They have those like corn dogs that are like
I couldn't
breakfast
tell
corn
if it was
dogs.
a taquito or not.
Yeah, but if you do it yourself, is that acceptable? Is that okay?
I think if you're the chairman, it's acceptable.
It's acceptable.
There's not too much that's not acceptable if you're the chairman.
Okay.
Appealing to authority. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is, I don't know. And that I mean, look at this thing. This thing looks I think that's why there's only half of this one eaten, and this one's not even touched. As a matter of fact, the hot dog completely rejected the pancake by rolling off the pancake itself. The hot dog was like, F you to the chairman right here.
And now that I'm looking at it close, I'm pretty sure those are pesos in the middle there of that stack. Maybe rubles. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's a mixture of pesos and rubles, man. What do you think there, Bum?
I don't know. I'm just wondering where that hot dog might have been before he started the video.
I'm saying, right? Because now when you look carefully at said hot dog, there are some markings here. Is that a skid mark? I don't know where
Either
that
a skid mark or a grill mark.
It's hard to tell from here. It's kind of fuzzy. All I know is it's dark and it's in a straight line. I don't make the news. We just hear, comment on the reporter and what he's reporting. That's all.
That's right.
You're
like the color commentator, Joe.
Yeah, we do color. That's all we do is color. That's it. Tell him, Bum.
So
we got Foamy Head here. Says, "Hey guys, I'm just finished a Crush City IPA from Buffalo Bayou Brewing.
Bayou.
Now have a Hop Stun IPA from Eighth Wonder Brewing. Cheers."
Cheers, John.
Cheers, Foamy.
Cheers to you. So I do have the next link pasted, Joe, if you want to click on it.
Yeah.
And before you do, I do need to set this up.
Okay.
You've heard me mention Falstaff Brewing Company numerous times. We have never really featured him. We've kind of shown little snippets of him here and there. Mm-hmm. He is one of the best malt liquor drinkers out there. He's one of the founders of the Blueprint.
Oh.
And there's never really been any reason to show him at length because he's not very visual. He's more verbal. Actually, the chairman refers to him as a wordsmith.
Okay.
Yeah. And when you listen to him, you can tell he's an extremely intelligent dude. He's extremely intelligent.
Oh, okay.
And he's very verbose. And because of that, he's also one of the most vicious MLDC members out there.
Oh,
he's absolutely vicious in his insults. So with that said, click on the link and go to about 220 or so.
Okay. Here we are. So We are going to.
Okay, but I'm not involved. Watch it, broad salmon. It's got a blink.
Oh, no charge. Come on. Give me a no charge here. What's going on?
Actually, he usually apologizes to the ladies for burping because he knows all the ladies are watching out there.
That's whack. What do you apologize? Do we ever apologize here? No.
He does.
At best, I will tell you no charge. There's never a charge for that. You know? Even in my personal life, I still tell people no charge.
Well, you're not as polite as Falstaff.
Motherfuck all the piss drinkers. The Uvu refugees now getting kicked off fucking their Google Hangouts. That piece of shit, Cunty Corp.
Anti-Corp.
Polish slob, you fat asshole. Disgusting. Least engaging person I've ever seen on YouTube. You didn't even get views when your fucking videos were 2 minutes long. It's just some fat guy in a bathroom belching fucking aggressively at a camera. I've seen on YouTube. Disgusting. Least fucking Polish slob, you fat asshole. Disgusting. Least engaging person I've ever seen on YouTube. You didn't even get views when your fucking videos were 2 minutes long. It's just some fat guy in a bathroom belching fucking aggressively at a camera. Ugh.
This way, Joe.
Fucking bunch of scumbags.
Look.
Whoa! Wait a minute! What is going on here?
I told you Billy D was on assignment.
What the? And Billy D looks like there's something going on with this.
You know what? Obviously, Billy D has suffered some sort of neck injury on his travels.
Oh, my goodness.
Some sort of whiplash.
Oh, poor Billy D. What? Oh, we've got to. Do we have to send in the troops for
That's
Billy?
what happens when you go into rough country.
That's true. But I think it's time for Operation Rescue Billy D. You know? I mean, he's obviously injured. You know,
I think he'll be back next week.
He's a share-a-beer Marine. I think you know, we don't leave any share-a-beer Marine behind.
Yeah, so this is his first deployment.
Yeah.
And he got injured on his first deployment.
Assholes from the Share-a-Beer show.
All right. I like where this is going.
You pieces of shit.
Thank you.
Lace up the purple Nikes.
Purple Nike. Why do we have to have purple Nikes? What's up with purple Nikes? Hey,
It's royal.
Are you ever going to don purple Nikes ever?
I guess not.
I guess not. Yeah, because I am not ever going to don I'm a Laker fan and I won't don purple Nikes.
It's royal.
I mean, what say you, bum? Will you ever don purple Nikes?
Well, if I'm what he's claiming we all are, no, I won't be. But just keep listening.
Let me go back a little bit.
You pieces of shit.
Thank you.
Lace up the purple Nikes.
Purple Nikes.
Wait for the return of the Hail Bob Comet. Hey, don't even bother waiting for that thing. Just Heaven's Gate yourself immediately. Got some fucking slob that looks like fucking Bruce Valanche with a beard. Fucking
That's Andrew.
Oh, Andrew, yeah. Andrew's not here. Tom's not here. And they
That's
still
definitely Andrew.
Yeah. The poor guy still gets slammed.
Junkyard Dog's fucking great grandpappy.
That has to be Rod.
All you assholes. And the main fucking ringleader fucking asshole.
Uh-oh.
I hope your back never heals or whatever the fuck is ailing you.
He's been watching for a while because my back hasn't been hurting for a little while. That is good. That is good.
I hope it's terminal. And I hope it's
that was actually a really good pinky out type rant, wasn't it? The chair. I have to actually side.
Play it again.
Yeah, I play it again. Did anybody listen to Gene Scott back in the day? I did. Play it again. He would go, play it again. That was great, man. That old preacher was fantastic. He was like this cussing preacher and everything. Poor Billy D. Look at Billy D. I am devastated by Billy D's look right here. This is sad. Poor guy.
Don't bother waiting for that thing. Just Heaven's Gate yourself immediately. Got some fucking slob that looks like fucking Bruce Valanche with a beard. Fucking junkyard dog, fucking great grandpappy.
The junkyard dog's great grandpappy has to be Rod today.
Fucking ringleader, fucking asshole.
The ringleader asshole.
Never heals or whatever the fuck is ailing you. I hope it's terminal, and I hope it fucking kills you. Valentine air label out.
I bet you secretly he'll be watching this episode.
Well, he's watching. He obviously is watching because he knew some details about the show that haven't happened for quite some time. So he's a diehard watcher of the show. Cheers to you.
Cheers to Falstaff.
Yeah. You know what? As a matter of fact, he is the one because he chimes in on the chat from time to time, doesn't he?
He has. Actually, mostly not on the live chat on the show, but sometimes on the
that hurricane's getting you, bum. That hurricane's hitting you hard there.
Yeah. Well, that happens. So anyway, Joe, as you see, Billy D's on special assignment up there.
Yeah. Wow. That's an assignment. You weren't lying about that.
And the reason he's up there is, I mean, we all think of Billy D as the ultimate ladies' man.
Yeah.
There's always somebody better than you, no matter what your talent is. And that is why Billy D's up there. He's up there to learn from Falstaff.
Oh.
Because Falstaff is the ultimate ladies' man.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And if you don't believe me, just click on the next link.
Okay.
And if you don't believe it, just listen to him tell you himself.
Okay. Yeah. We'll be tuning in here in a second because, yeah, we definitely want to find out who's the ultimate ladies' man here. I know most ladies' men wear really nice masks like that. I think out of all the masked malt liquor drinkers, I would have to say his looks like the best quality, maybe.
It's for those lady men that the ladies don't know that they're a ladies' man. They want to show them.
Yeah, it's kind of your Charles Manson type ladies' man, right?
Yeah, you're 2 a.m. break-in kind of ladies' man.
Yeah, you're 2 in type break in and murder 6 people type ladies man, right?
Make a malt liquor video.
And by the way, who is? Oh, he's about to explain
The
it.
man up there.
Who is that man?
That's Billy D.
Oh, a younger Billy D, obviously.
Yeah, Billy D's always in the background.
Right here, bitch. Yeah. Banish the husband. Send him out to the fucking carport. Change the oil. And that fucking Hyundai Elantra you got, asshole. Break out your personal massage wand and get busy. You're about to fucking feel something, ladies, that fucking sad loser that you're shacked up with is unable to fucking get you to. Malt liquor.
Malt liquor.
What? Listen.
Thing's wet as shit. Just like your panties are gonna be shortly. Malt liquor label out. Yankees are shit in the bed here. Exactly what you don't want to see. going into a 1-game series against the Twins.
Do you need any further proof that he is the ultimate ladies' man?
Yeah,
Other things I don't want
I
to see.
think it looks
so,
like we do.
Click on the next link.
Videos. Your malt liquor videos are terrible, whoever you are. Unless you were J Vega 419, 40-ounce beer, Jones, Brown Bag, Bruce 40, who can do whatever he wants in a fucking video.
Bruce 40, huh?
Yeah.
Select other few. It's late. Don't feel like particularly fucking racking my brain over this, but these people know who they are.
He didn't.
Steel Worldwide. Unless I forget, Steel Worldwide 2.
He didn't name.
Leave it to those people to make the videos.
No, he didn't mention Rayner.
Add nothing. Nothing at all.
Okay, so we'll go to this other video.
Yeah, go to about 1250.
There right now. Whatever that fat guy's name is, Coleslaw or something. Coleslaw. You throw the fucking kiddies in the fucking bed of that shitty pickup truck I imagine you drive. You take them to Chuck E. Cheese. Leave the wife back at home. Let her gather herself around the computer screen. Wrap her legs around that subwoofer and enjoy the rest of this malt liquor video.
Oh my god!
Let her fucking achieve orgasm in a way she hasn't probably in 10 or 15 years.
Oh, good lord.
And she met you 11 years ago, asshole. Oh, no, wait, did I say 10 or 15? Probably met you 9 years ago, dick. Watch up, little lady, as I finish this bottom. Watch and wonder what it would be like hanging out with her.
What happened there?
With the rockin' man.
Whoa.
Such as myself.
Whoa. What? Wait a minute. What happened? Whoa. Wait a minute. What happened there? We got to break
He
this
actually
down.
started cracking up is what happened.
Oh.
Wonder what it would feel like hanging out with the rockin' man, such as myself. Won't liquor.
Oh, because it I don't know. It kind of.
Watch
I think he started laughing.
what it would feel like hanging out with the rockin' man, such as myself.
He couldn't even get that out himself without laughing, because it was so preposterous, right?
No, just keep playing it through the end of the chug there.
Oh, okay. So we keep playing. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it as good for you as it was for me, bitch?
Oh my god!
Won't liquor.
And that's it.
What?
Now you know why Billy D was up there visiting Falstaff.
Well, it's obvious now.
I don't know, Bum. I don't know if I've had enough proof yet.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, it's poor Billy D, man. We're now into Operation Rescue Billy D. Right?
Well, I think that neck injury just might have been part of the whole lesson as far as God knows what Falstaff was teaching him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that'll cause anybody a crick in the neck. I mean, especially someone like Billy D with as much class as Billy D has. Yeah.
So he'll be back next week, back at home base.
That's good. That's good positive And just to give Billy D some support, we'll still play his outro here. In remembrance and coming back of Billy D.
Yeah.
We know he hears it.
Bring the
So,
troops back.
special shout out to Falstaff for finally giving some Share a Beer show hate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's about time. You know.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Falstaff's official title is obviously the chairman, Steel Worldwide, but I believe Falstaff's official title is the Supreme Overlord of the MLPC.
The Supreme Overlord, huh? He's got to go. He's got to go into Supreme Overlord mode.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, or is it?
Yeah.
Is that impressive?
No, I don't know. But in any case, that's it for this week.
We have Jay Vega saying the Don Rickles of malt liquor.
Yeah, I've heard Vega call him that though. That's actually, as much as I like Rickles, Rickles was never as vicious as Falstaff. Falstaff is just vicious, poisonous.
Now,
I'm curious.
we showed at least 3 different videos from Falstaff, and he's the only one so far that has had the ski mask lined up. No matter what year he did the video, it's lined up. It's you know, the eyes are matching and everything matches at least. You know, regardless of the quality of the ski mask itself, it at least all lines up. You know, the chairman.
I don't know if you take a good look at those videos with Falstaff, he's got the ski mask safety pin from the nose piece to the forehead piece. That's how old the mask is.
Oh my god!
You'll see a safety
How many-
pin there if you look close.
How many hours of malt liquor videos do you think you watch a week for the report?
It's a good question. Several dozen.
Yeah. Solid.
Yeah.
Put it in work.
Yeah.
Well, we pay him handsomely, so
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason why I do it is for the pay. I would never normally do it.
he's getting paid to do it. So
Yeah.
that's the way it works. Well, hey, we have Tom in there. What's up, y'all?
And I just want to point out that Jay Vega seriously mangled the spelling of Don Rickles.
Well,
Missed it.
I mean,
No excuse. Jay Vega is very, very intelligent dude. He must be.
It's a pretty easy name, isn't it?
Well, he fucked it up.
he screwed the pooch on that one.
Yeah. I'm disappointed in Vega. I Vega's normally pretty on top of things as far as spelling, punctuation.
You're going to be verbally announced on his next video now.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, that's more material for next week.
How far are you on that hurricane, bum?
I'm probably about 2/3 through.
Not pretty
But
good.
it doesn't count because it left the frame.
Yeah, if God
Almighty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good God Almighty, it's so good. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Delicious.
You have absolutely. That's why they chug it, because if you let that warm up, you're done, son. You're just done.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, you're just not getting that down. It's
Go
like,
throw that thing back in the freezer.
yeah.
Ooh. Man.
Oh shit.
Go crash shield that thing for another 10 minutes.
There hasn't been a time where I haven't finished one of these on the show. I will finish it. Ooh.
But today's getting close is what it looks like. Today, you're right on the fine line there. Now, I have another beer here that was delivered. Oh, This one smells sweet, like a mead or something. Is this a mead?
It's another surprise.
This smells definitely very fruity.
Oh yeah.
This smells like berries for sure.
You're doing good so far.
I'm getting like
Sounds like a new Glarus to me.
Huh?
Thanks, sir. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, because this is definitely very fruity. Very, very.
This is
really-
like outside of their spotted cows, is maybe their best known beer.
Mm.
It's pretty crazy.
God. That is like fruit juice, man.
So here you go.
And it's like got a real nice tartness, but still sweet, you know? Ooh. New Glarus Brewing, Wisconsin Belgian Red. So it's cherries. Nice.
Yeah, and that's one of the 2009 bottles. So they used to only do it in actually 750s, and then a little while ago they started doing them in 12-ounce bottles. And it varies a little per year because, depending on how the cherries are, it changes a little bit, Fermentation, obviously it's like super low ABV. I think it's like 4%. But like cherry pie in a glass kind of thing.
This is a very interesting brew. God, it is like fruit juice, man.
But I think it's like overly sweet. It's super natural tasting, and because it is,
Yeah.
obviously nothing artificial in there, kind of thing.
Yeah, because it does have a tartness to it. It does definitely have that tartness. I'm getting the tartness at the end, and it starts sweet and then finishes tart.
Yeah, and I think that's about the right amount to have of it that you have.
Yeah, because this is definitely different. That is for sure.
What is how much does that thing go for if you can get your hands on it?
It's like $10 a 4-pack.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, for 12-ounce bottles. New Glarus is all very reasonable. Their 6-packs are I think $10, and then the 4-packs of this stuff, which is like their fruit beers and their thumbprint, which are kind of specialty releases, are all I think $10, maybe $11, depending on where you get it.
I'm gonna share the screen on this one, guys. This one is pretty damn good, man. This is if you like fruit beers, so far they have not disappointed, man. This is incredible. 71,000 ratings on here, 580 in the last 30 days. 4%, no IBUs rated, and a 4.23. How many times do you see that in your life when you get no charge? When you get a 4% beer that's a 4.23.
Yeah, I actually think like no one does fruit beers better in the entire world than them. They might be fruited sours that are better, but in terms of just like straight up low ABV fruit beers.
So you've got this beer is brewed with whole. What is this? I'm not even going to say those cherries. Wisconsin farmed wheat and Belgium roasted barleys, lagered in oak tanks and balanced by Hallertau hops. We aged in our brewery for a full year. Over a pound of Door County cherries. That's like a lot of cherry, right? Because they put Montgomery, Montmorency cherries. So there's a couple different cherries in here. No wonder it's so fruity. And every bottle makes this beer uniquely Wisconsin. Expect this beer to be ruby red with a medium body that is highly carbonated and intense with cherry flavor and bouquet. Yeah, this is delicious, my friends. I'm telling you. If you like fruit beers, and that's kind of the key to this, right? if you like fruit beers, because like Pat said, that sweetness hits you on the nose, and then you're going to get sweet at first, but it finishes with that nice tartness, which I think might be the counterbalance in the cherries, perhaps. But this is,
Like I said, I wouldn't want a ton of it, but like half a bottle's great.
you know what? You're absolutely right. Now we've had this discussion on here before, and what do you guys think, man, about these beers that are like, real high ratings, but would you necessarily want more than 2 or 3 of any of these beers that are above a 4? Well, what do you think, Tom?
It definitely matters. Like, I feel like sours. I don't know. It's weird because like what I'm drinking. Let's see. Like I feel like sours are a lot more sour than wild ales, or vice versa. Because I mean, it matters what the ABV is too, right? Because if it's like a 5%,
yeah, I mean, I guess it's different
3, 4.
because there's like with soured beers, there's like the sour, tart sour, and then like funky kind of stuff too.
Yeah, and it matters what fruits they're with too.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this beer is not a sour beer; it's a fruit beer. And they do like fruited sours, but this one is not that. It's like Joe said, it's a little tart, but it's not. Like you don't have to like sour beers to like this at all.
Yeah, so it's a good like transitional beer.
Yeah, probably.
Something like if you've never sour before and you're trying to like wild ales, we would try that.
Yeah,
there's some sour beers that aren't sour at all, and you could actually put right up against this. I mean, sour now is such a broad category that it's almost.
Yeah, I mean with the fruited sour especially, because if they come heavy with the fruits, it like really the sweetness will balance out that sour.
Yeah.
And then you don't end up with.
I find myself, with the beers that are rated really high, let's call it above a 4. Even from my favorite styles, I find myself only really desiring at best maybe 3, right? Depending on the beer, and then past that, just give me a good session beer that might only rate about a 3.5 or 3 3.75.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends because a lot of this stuff, like you said, is like super hazy, big, giant IPAs or like big imperial stouts, and for sure you don't want a ton of those. But like, I mean, there are some super high rated, just like pale ales, that kind of thing that I could drink all day long.
Now I'll admit though, you can give me certain barrel aged porters, barrel aged stouts. You can give me certain of those beers, and I might only drink 1 or 2 of each, but I'll probably drink a buttload of them. You know what I'm saying? I have to admit that. More so than your hazy stuff. Your hazy stuff, I'm gonna wear thin on, after a while.
Well, I might have to put that to the test.
That can be put to the test. Exactly. Yes. That is definitely. This is fantastic, though, man. I'm telling you.
Depends on the individual, I guess.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a fun one. It's actually like a really, really well-known beer, because it's kind of New Glarus is weird because they're a little. I don't know if I want to say legendary, but they're very well known because they make fantastic beers, but Wisconsin only. Like they don't even distribute to Chicago, even though it's like, 3 hours from the brewery itself. They just will not leave the state. They just, they've been around for 26 years now. I want to say they're still in like the top 20 biggest craft breweries in the country. But they're like very adamant about Wisconsin only distribution, Wisconsin ingredients, all that kind of stuff. So they're, and they've been making that. The Belgian Red, I think they've been making for 20 years at least, since the very beginning, pretty much.
Wow.
I think that's good that they do that, though.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing...
It almost seems like the people that branch out too soon, they kind of... Even if they were hyped up, they kind of start fading because now
And
they
I'm-
got to produce.
And I'm sure you've seen that. I know we've seen out here in Arizona where breweries will actually come and go. Like suddenly we'll get distribution and then they'll disappear. And then 2 years later they'll be back. And then they might go away again. And it's because, they can't kind of figure out how to scale it. And like I said, they're actually a giant brewery and a beautiful brewery and just kind of crazy the production they do. But yeah, just Wisconsin only. And their specialty stuff is amazing. A lot of the regular stuff it's good. It's not amazing. It's like very true to style, like a lot of German style beers and that sort of thing. Because actually the head brewer, like trained under a master brewer in Germany and all that kind of stuff, back in like the 80s or something. But
I think
yeah.
it keeps their value up if they stay local.
Yeah.
I think
quality.
I think the hype stays up. I think the value stays up. I think the drive for people to want to search it out stays up.
Well, there's too much nowadays. There's too much of, it used to be you went to Wisconsin. It was the only place to get that. And, you came to Arizona. It was the only place to get whatever.
Yeah.
And
that's
now
kind of fun. I love that actually about traveling, that when I go travel places, getting stuff that I can only get there.
Yeah. That's part of the charm of it. Like, it's funny how, God, what did we talk about on here, Earth? Like maybe 15 years ago now. I think you got to go back to the days of the early days of share beer. Actually, heck, you could go back to just that recently when we would try to have theme shows, and it was very difficult because you had people in certain parts of the country, you just could not get that beer. And it's kind of funny that now that there's been a lot of these buyouts and partial buyouts and all this sort of thing for distribution, and now a lot of us can get some of these beers. Some of those beers that we kind of always wanted, we are getting now, and they're not the same beer they used to be, right? Or it just loses some of its charm because now.
Well, that's what we were talking about with the pseudo Sue. Is it sounds like that's the case with that one potentially. Yeah. Is that they tried to expand and do all that, and then like one brewery makes it how it used to be, and one makes it kind of a different version, and so it kind of dilutes the whole beer itself, or the reputation and all that.
Yeah. I still think pseudo Sue is. I mean, I've never had the original, but what I've had from them, if it's fresh within like 3-4 weeks, it's pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's what we started with, and I think it's great too. And every time I've had it, I've really liked it. But yeah, Earth said that I knew because just on Untapped, he had rated one pretty low and said that all their like wide distribution stuff was bad, which surprised me to see. But then I remember after he said that I had heard that they opened up a second brewery. I don't know where, because I think they're in Iowa. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so they opened.
Yeah, because if the ones I've had is what everybody has sampled before, then I'm not impressed with it. But I really don't think that's the right.
Well, you said I
don't think I'm getting a good representation of it.
Well, the fact that you said you were surprised it was hazy to me is kind of strange because every time I've had it, it's pretty hazy. I mean, not like a full blown like a treehouse or something, but like
Yeah, because the ones I've had have just been like kind of stone cloudy almost.
Yeah.
You got this little stuff floating around, but it's not a hazy by any means.
How old was it?
If you see it from the brewery, it's usually a hazy beer. So
I don't know. Joe has the can. I think it's maybe a month old, something like that.
We get them pretty fresh out here. I mean, when I've
had it like 2 or 3
it's like
times,
anything.
and it's not.
New brewery comes out, everything's fresh in the beginning because people are buying it, and then after a month, 2, 3 months, 6 months, it's not really that fresh anymore because people don't purchase anymore.
This is June 27th.
Oh, so yeah, a little over a month now.
It's not bad.
Yeah, June 27th, not bad. I mean, it was damn good. Now it wasn't quite Tombstone. I mean that.
Well, you just hold on, Joe. I was going to ask if you're ready for another beer, and so
that stuff is special, man.
He's running around that. That's like a factory man over there.
Oh, there I am. Hey, we're back.
Mikey, you're not in the dock anymore, Mikey.
Mikey, not in the dock.
He's not in the docky.
Yeah.
Docky.
Not in the dock. You got to correct your spelling there, Mark, because you're not in the dock.
The dock. Yeah.
Yeah,
D-A-A-A. Dock.
Dad.
No, the D-E-A-A-H-K. The dock.
The dock. Yeah, you got to correct your spelling because you're not in the dock.
Hey,
So
Joe,
anything weird happened while I was gone?
Oh, you know what? We had a very weird thing. Oh, nice.
See?
We had a very weird thing happen to Billy D while you were gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Billy D.
Yeah, he was gone this past week. He traveled.
Yeah, he got deployed.
Yeah, he got deployed.
What just have to watch the replay, Mark. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it's a sad thing to happen to Billy.
Yeah.
He didn't have an accident, did he?
Well, yeah, actually, I think he suffered some whiplash at some point.
Yeah,
is his bobblehead no longer bobbling? Has it been de-bobbled?
Sure.
He might have a splint in his neck.
He might need new.
Poor guy.
Use some string coils together or something.
Definitely took one for the team. Definitely.
Yeah, you just have to watch the replay, Mark.
He's now a combat veteran. That is for sure.
So,
Yeah.
Joe,
Joe,
I was going to say real quick, Joe, I think this one might be more of a, more. Sorry, Tom, what are you going to think?
It is interesting what these breweries do with beer. I mean, look at this bad boy. I mean, let me make this full screen so you can check.
That looks like grapefruit orange juice to me.
That is a citrus bomb right here. I mean, Citra hop like crazy. It smells exactly like that bag. That's why I'm so glad that our friend from Chicago sent that bag because I am getting all that Citra hop from getting in that bag. It is incredible.
Oh, yeah, I've got Hop Butcher news. Just so you guys know.
Yeah, Hop Butcher. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm talking about. And it's just so. I mean, look at the this beer is heavy. I mean, look at that. Look at the body of that beer right there, man. I got to go full screen so you can fully appreciate this bad boy. I mean, look at the body of this thing. It is really murky.
Oh, yeah.
It is thick like a shake. Look at this thing. It's heavy in your hand like a very solid stout.
It's very heavy in your hand.
And yeah.
Oh, I should have said that.
Sorry.
Baby,
Like
it's heavy.
yourself.
It's very heavy in your hand, baby. Yeah, you're saying.
Put it on the glass.
Accompanied by those.
Like a stout.
So,
You can't say that for malt liquor. You know, I mean, for that hurricane, it's not heavy.
Ooh, did you drink a Hurricane Bum? Wow.
Yeah, it took over an hour. I just finished it.
That's not a blueprint. That's not a blueprint video.
No, that is. Yeah, that is.
I did it, Pat. I did it. Took over an hour.
well done.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Horrible.
cheers to Rajay, by the way. He's in the chat saying cheers, guys.
So, Joe, I want you to take another sip of that and then guess the ABD.
Okay, let's get this done here. Let me see.
Just by looking at it.
It's a surprise.
By looking at it. 7.2.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess in the sevens as well. I'm gonna guess, somewhere in the sevens.
Now here's the reveal.
I think a 5.8.
Let's see here.
That's a 10%.
Oh, 10% ABV on this bad boy. Look at that.
What's the name of the beer?
I had something like that at Trillium today. It was dangerous.
This is
this
all
drinks.
hop.
That's why I
Triple
asked
IPA.
because it drinks like a normal IPA. Not even a double, just like a standard IPA.
Oh, wow.
This is, I mean, they brew some incredible beers, man. Honestly,
You get a little bit of bite, like a tad bite.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, yeah. You're getting a bite. Yeah, it's not a sweet one. It's not. Um,
No, it's just hops.
mhm.
And it's
What are the,
not
It's
super bitter.
what kind of flavors are you getting? Are you getting like melon? Are you getting like
I'll-
pineapple,
let
stone
me.
fruits?
I'll share. I'll put it in here and then share the screen so
A
you
little
so
bit of all that, yeah. Definitely some. I would say some melon and some, it's typical citrus. It's like the whole thing with all hops. Take all their, like for the normal IPAs and all their brews, all their like double IPAs and their variations. At the end, they take whatever's left over and they make all the hop beer. And apparently, the brewer actually flies out to the hop, farmers and selects his batches and stuff like very carefully and is really
Oh, nice.
into it. So, I mean,
Pretty important.
pretty goddamn good.
Yeah.
I pulled up the wrong one. I pulled up all the hops double, and this is a triple.
Yeah, they do the IPA double and a triple of it.
So this is insanity right here, man. I mean, this is definitely Tombstone's thing. I mean, this is the Southwest version of
what's crazy is you could chug this easy.
Oh yeah,
like
you could.
Yeah.
Now what happens to you is going to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you've got 673 ratings, 81 in the last 30 days, 10% ABV, no IBUs rated on this one, and a 443. That's a great number. 443. 443 is like one of the best numbers ever. Ask any ESPN analyst; they will tell you a 443. 443. You want to run a 443. We are obsessed with only using the best hops, and the best way to do that is to use hops we personally select from specific lots on specific farms. In 2018, we did that with a number of varieties of hops. Blah blah blah. Let me get to the this juicy. I'm sorry. This hazy, juicy triple IPA is the strongest hoppy beer we have ever made. Expect intense peachy, tropical, and citrusy aromas and flavors. I'm going to add to that let me show you pictures of this beer here too, because you need to see photos of the beer. I mean, look at that thing.
Ooh, I like that. That's a nice one. Yeah.
I mean, that is just. I mean, they do this well. That we talked about it with Zach on the show on how some breweries like to get in on just a fad. This ain't a fad for these folks. I mean, this is their genre. This is what they do.
And this, by the way, Joe, this can is I think 8 days old.
Oh wow!
Congratulations.
The people that do the style right, those beers are good.
Yeah.
I don't think they date, but I know they just like I said, they just canned it last weekend, and then the place I got it's that craft beer quick stop that I always tell you about. And they actually had someone drive down there, bring cases up. So
I'm gonna photograph this beer.
It might be 7. It might have been last Saturday that they canned it. So I don't know.
Hey Joe, I know you're splooging everywhere. Do you mind if I share what I'm drinking too?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, there's enough spooch to go around.
All right, I'm drinking the Blackberry Faded Farmer from Trillium. It's their wild ale. It comes in at 7.1% alcohol. It's 11.2 ounce bottle. I bought it for for $6.05, which was pretty freaking solid. Yeah, it was pretty freaking awesome.
And it's a sour.
It's a wild ale, but yeah, it's sour basically.
That's goddamn cheap then. Like really cheap.
Yeah, it was cheaper. It was cheap as shit. I was like $6.05. I'll take that.
Is that a 500 mil or a 330?
It's 11.2 fluid ounces. It is a.
So that's a 330, right?
330.
Yeah. But it's just like enough for like a couple glasses. You know what I mean? Just enough to wet your whistle.
Yeah, I got just enough to wet your whistle, baby. You just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, those don't stay in the glass long enough.
So I'll share the screen on this one because we got a hottie in here too, man. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that.
No
We got
problem.
Faded
I got you.
Farmer. This is the Blackberry from Trillium. 3,400 ratings on air, 114 in the last 30 days, 7.4 ABV, no IBUs rated, and a 418. Tom coming in big.
That's a pretty high ABV for a sour.
Mm-hmm.
And it's honestly, you don't even taste it. It's just
Well,
it's
they're
like
classifying it as an American wild ale.
Yeah, I mean that I guess means wild yeast. So it's either funky or sour, but that's always kind of a gray area, whatever. It just depends on what bacteria gets in there, you know.
So let me go into some of the description on this because it's kind of important, right? The grist of each of the dynamic Faded Farmer ale, wild ales, is set on the construction of valley malt and is barrel fermented in 500 liter. What is this, punchons or something? Punchons with our native New England wild culture and aged for 5 to 7 months before fermenting on freshly harvested fruit. The addition of fresh blackberries create a beautiful crimson purple hue. Blackberry Faded Farmer presents a vibrant garnet red with an inviting nose of blackberry, oak, cherry, and cinnamon. Are you getting the cinnamon as well?
cinnamon. Let me see.
And here's the boom.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm Boston right there. Oh yeah, baby.
He's wearing the right colored shirt and everything. That's a blackberry tart there.
She looks real. Yeah,
She looks Ukrainian.
I got your pun, Mark. Don't worry.
Enough said. Boom. That's the only picture it needs to be. Boom.
You do get a little kick of cinnamon, but not much. But it's definitely there.
So it's interesting because like with those wild and sour beers, there's kind of two styles. There's the kettle sour, which I think they like throw a sour yeast in, and there's the open fermentation where they like literally, have the top off it and whatever falls in it makes it sour. And it sounds like that's the former. Like they actually have a sour yeast that they've kind of cultivated and control.
Yeah, the wild.
Yeah. Yeah, because like you'll see a lot of that in like Belgium and like Europe, where they'll open the window up or the door up and just let the yeast.
Well, that's actually what New Glarus does with their sours too. Like their more specialty beers is they have the big open vats that they let sit for I don't know how long, but and then whatever falls in there, which is cool because that's like super regional. Because you do that same thing in California, in Texas, whatever, it's gonna be completely different what gets in there.
Well, that's why they can't expand, because if they do, then their production, the quality is going to go down because they can't do that.
Yeah. I think like oh shit, now I'm totally blanking on the brewery Allagash. I think they do the open fermentation quite a bit.
Yeah. They have they're expensive though. A lot of their bottles like same size, maybe a little bit bigger.
Well, like I said, I was kind of shocked by that price. I mean, that's crazy. Like that's cheap, especially if it's such a hyped brewery. I mean, they could easily charge 3 times that and people would pay it.
Yeah, but they also have there's different ones that they charge. Some of them they charge like $15-$16.
Yeah,
but it might be just like it might have been an easy beer to make, and they were like, "Fuck it, we'll send up $6."
Well, I just saw a can list from from Treehouse, and I was actually shocked by how cheap everything was. It was like from like $4 or $5 a can. Like that's not bad.
Yeah. Treehouse is actually making because Trillium has a beer garden in Boston, and Treehouse is now coming out with a beer garden in Boston, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Trillium is supposed to come out with a Fenway beer garden that's supposed to be open year round.
Right. So I think it was Treehouse. I saw right. They do the Julius and Green and all that, right?
Yeah. They have the most you'll spend for like a can of beer is like $5, and
Which is
and like
crazy.
they'll do
Again,
like
they could charge $15 for that, and people would pay it.
no, that's crazy, dude. I would not pay $15.
No, I'm not saying not everyone, but like
Someone
for
would
the
buy it, though.
King Julius or something like that, people would pay it.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's crazy like how like some of those beers they won't even post online because they know
Oh, yeah.
people will go crazy about it. They'll wait till you get there and be like, "Oh, King Julius." Like, okay.
Now we've got Rod J fresh off of a beer fest. It would be great to have him in here, a little buzz. I think he needs a little push and a shove to get him in.
Get in here, Rod.
Yeah.
It would be great to have a buzz Rod J in here. I'm all about that.
How you doing on that IPA, Joe?
Oh, this IPA is fantastic. I'm kind of in
wondering.
between the stout
Oh, yeah.
and the IPA, but I mean it's.
I'm just wondering if I should throw something else at you. It doesn't sound like I should yet.
Yeah, and I'm in between those, and I still would like to crack my bourbon barrel aged beer here. But I have something from San Diego that I really want to get to, which is hazy. Apparently, I'm just kind of trying to, and I have a pretty big desk. I'm trying to sort out all the stuff I got going on here.
It's a good problem to have.
It is actually. It's a fantastic problem to have. I am not complaining. But bless you. But I have got a seasonal haze India Pale Ale from San Diego, Cali, Novo.
I've seen a ton of their stuff, but I've never had anything from them.
So there's one right there in the fridge if you would like to partake. But
Novo Brazil.
let me dial this one up here.
Novo Brazil, but they're out of San Diego, which is confusing.
Yeah. Well,
what's his name? Greg Beer Reviews. What's in the fridge?
Yeah, good luck in that fridge because there's a lot of stuff in there.
There it is.
There's any number of stuff happening in there, man.
It's like some. Never mind.
I'm definitely bringing in the lowest rated beer right now. That's for sure. Wow. So I'll share the screen in here. Of course, I don't know what these things are rated when I'm about to consume.
I tend to make people feel inadequate. I apologize.
I know, right? This is all I got, baby. Sorry. But this is San Diego, Cali. It was a Sabro Haze from Novo Brazil Brewing. 168 in the last 30, 7% ABV, and a 3.82, and they just call it a hazy IPA. I'll share some pictures first before I, crack the can on mine. That is what it looks like, apparently. Hey, how you doing? She looks like she finished a run or something. Whoa, what the hell? I don't know. So, yeah, we've got the beer paired with Kid Sensitive Expert. What is it? Sunblock.
Interesting.
That's an interesting combination. Actually, in my part of the world, not that crazy.
Hey Joe, can I just say something real quick? I heard on the radio that people in Arizona, some cops were giving out tickets for free drinks. Have you heard about this?
Tickets for no, I haven't. What
Like
about
cops were so they won't pull you over. So I guess cops in Arizona, some parts of Arizona, they'll literally, if they see you walking, they'll give you a free ticket for a free drink, like alcohol beverage. I was heard on the radio today.
Huh.
I was like,
I feel like walking home from the bar or something instead of driving.
No, I don't know how they do it, but like they would even on the radio, they're like, it's an easy way for the cops to get free drinks. They can just keep it. But like I heard that like cops, like not while you're driving, but like cops, like if they seen you walking or something like that, whatever it is during the city, they'll give you free drink tickets. which I thought was interesting. But I don't know if you heard about that.
No, I have not heard a peep about that. That's news to me.
I just thought it was weird and interesting at the same time.
I'm gonna crack this one open real quick. Let's see what we get here. Oh, look at that smoke out of a can! Brazil is representing, baby. Oh, look at that! I barely heard this thing. This thing is all head.
No, that's mine.
Hey, Joe! I never complain about.
That has got to be the most smoke I've ever gotten out of a can.
Hey, Joe! Don't you dare complain about all head. I never complain about all head.
Well, you know,
you'll complain about it at some time.
Yeah. You know, that's her personal preference, really. I guess.
It's a whole different story, right?
Yeah. You know, there's what I can elaborate on. There's never a charge for that either.
Hey, listen, that's why I'm here.
Oh, thank you very much.
Looks like you guys will be ending the show here real soon.
That's the after show.
Now.
Get real close to offline.
That's awesome.
Come on over and take care of it.
Just friends helping each other out, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Jesus.
That went bad off the rails.
Yeah, that went south.
That is very bum. This is on the record, bum. That was bad off the rails right there. That was very negatively off the rails. So we've got.
I'm sorry.
This beer is seriously kind of crazy foamy though.
It is. It's
like
foaming
I
on your end too.
I poured it very carefully,
That's
and it's
real
like
creamy too. Is that like? Is it real? Is it like a cream? Real small bubbles?
What?
No,
that's very
really large
white head.
bubbles. Very white head. It's a lot like what's that French Lafay or what is that that French beer that foams up crazy? Yeah, Lafay or something, isn't it?
Is it to start with the F? The Framboy?
well, Framboise is like a raspberry sour, so not that probably, but
There's a French beer though, is what I'm thinking there. In any case, though, I mean that's a look at the beer. And mine's been out for a while. He got his right out of the fridge. They're very different sections of temperature, and he's still getting the same end result. That tells you that this beer just is going to get a lot of head.
What beer style is that?
That's crazy, right?
It might. it might give a lot of head in the future. It might futuristically give you a lot of head.
Yeah.
Might be like the
They
Buddha.
should have called that the heady topper.
I am still getting now.
There you
You know what's funny is this is slightly hazy. It's not super hazy, but slightly hazy, and it's giving the same sort of fruity nose, right? I'm getting a similar, not the same, a similar fruity nose. You know, you're getting mango type fruit. Are you getting? What are you getting, Pat?
yeah, I would say the same. It's definitely a little more of the malt, but I would expect that, you know.
Yeah, I'm getting more of a sweeter, not a
No charge.
no charge. Thank you. Not a danky sort of nose at all. I'm getting mango. I'm getting like pineapple, that sort of fruitiness to it. That sort of fruity sweetness. Here I go. I'm going all in.
Yeah. What's interesting, they call it a India Pale Ale. Okay.
And it's definitely hoppy. I'm not getting sweetness at all on mine. Granted, we're on very different temperatures. He got his out of the fridge. I've had mine since the start of the show, which is now an hour and a half in.
Yeah,
so
I'm not sure it matters with those guys.
Definitely matters.
But it's
they probably take
to get it immediately. You know what I'm saying? He's having it right out of the fridge. I'm having mine room temperature. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of I like that part actually.
I
It's probably thicker if you.
I haven't had it warm, but I feel like I would probably like it colder like this.
Yeah, I would think
for this particular.
I would think any IPA really. I mean, having IPAs warmer as opposed to cooler, I definitely would like my IPAs. I'm going to assume for myself, no warmer than 45 degrees Fahrenheit.
So now I'd be curious. You should go back and take a drink of that Tombstone. It's a little warmer sitting there.
Okay, I have it right here.
Let's see what you think difference wise.
Big difference.
Yeah, there is a huge difference. The nose is similar,
which is crazy because there's like 50% more alcohol in that thing than in this.
Mm-hmm.
That Tombstone is a lot easier to drink even at that temperature than the other one is.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
This is interesting. This is okay, and I happen to have water here, right here as well. So let me hold on.
There you go, palate cleanser.
All right, let me see.
For science.
Yeah, this is all science, baby. And then let me get some water. So that was the Brazilian.
Yes, I like them.
There's no way to phrase this thing, is there? That was a very warm room temperature wet
process anyway.
Yes.
Very warm, wet Brazil.
Oh,
you can't.
Yeah, no, you know what? The Tombstone. Now, granted, they're different styles. This one's claiming to be a hazy pale ale.
It actually says India Pale Ale.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, which 7% it should be. And that's an IPA, 7%.
And this is a triple, though, a triple IPA. Yeah. But much smoother.
Which is crazy, right? 3% more alcohol and much smoother.
You know,
it's got probably more malt in it, don't you think? Or the mix of hops, it's probably just a little.
Well, like just the haze and juiciness and all that bullshit.
Well, there's obviously more.
That's why that 10% is dangerous, man.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I would actually say that Tombstone is like I could drink that faster than I can this.
I could put 2 or 3 of those down versus the other one because I know the Novo Brazil beer.
What's the numbers on it, Mark? This is a 3.8.
And not to knock it, I mean it's a good beer. The Novo is still a good IPA.
This is a 3.82 versus a 4.1 or a
4.43.
4.43.
Let me go back to it. A 4.4. Yeah, it was a great number. How could I forget it? So you've got a 3.81 versus a 4.43. So that's what, half?
Yeah. I mean, it's a significant difference. I mean, in the scale of fun. I mean, yeah, that's a decent.
Yeah, huge.
So you've got a beer that's, half a star better rate. I mean, almost a full star better rating.
Yeah.
Than the other. So, it's almost apples and oranges, really. I mean, they're different beers. They're different beers. It's a triple IPA versus a, I don't know. But it is cool labeling.
No, and you shouldn't. I mean, it's a good beer. That's the thing. Is like you didn't get above. Like I tend to like go after the Tombstone stuff. I actually don't buy that much beer. So like when I do, I want to buy like the best I can kind of thing, But I mean, this is
if you buy Tombstones, what are they in 4-pack?
Yeah. So like the
What's
triple in the 4-pack is like $20.
Now, I do have this.
Do they do singles?
This place they do, and it's a little bit more, probably like $5.50, $6 for a single.
Oh, you did get it. You got the barrel aged.
Which one's that? The Omegang.
Omegang Vanilla Smoked Porter, the bourbon barrel vanilla smoked porter. So this is a smoked porter
You dirty dog.
in bourbon barrels with Madagascar vanilla bean.
Oh, that's pretty
Limited
I've had
release.
their base smoked porter, but I saw that one in the end, and I wasn't able to get it.
This is small bottle. This has got to be 330s. What is this?
That's probably 11.2 or whatever. Yeah, European
Serve
style.
at
Yeah,
50
that
degrees or better. So this is perfect because I've had this out here.
looks bigger than a 330.
I know. I'm trying to verify this.
Should be 12.
That's definitely bigger.
Sure.
Like,
had
look
a
at this
car-
bottle. This bottle, that's a 330.
I had a carbonation
That
disaster on
definitely
Joe's.
I don't know, man.
bigger.
This is pretty close, Tom. It really is because this is a small bottle. It's not that big. I could almost.
Yeah, but that looks
It has
fatter
to
at the
say on
bottom.
it.
Order.
Yep,
It's like a mini wine bottle. It's got the same
Like-
shape.
Hey, you bet it's fatter at the bottom, baby. I'm just saying. It's
It has
fatter.
to say on it, right?
I know that, and that's what's bugging me. I'm not. There's nothing on the bottom of the bottle itself. Now there's one of these in the fridge too, Pat. If you want to look, I don't see anything that tells you the size of the bottle. This is effing pissing me off already.
I would think like 500 milliliters.
Oh no, it's smaller than that.
But that's weird.
I think
It
it's a
doesn't say it.
330.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're out of New York, so it should be a 12 ounce.
It looks like a
Hey, that's a
330.
330.
Honestly, does.
That's really weird, though. I don't see it.
There's no label on it. I mean, as far as
Are they able to do that?
I've seen stuff from them in the
I kind of like this though. They both.
Gotta be-
That's hilarious.
it's got to be a 330.
I think it's a 330. Yeah.
But it's a 2019. They have it right on the label. 2019.
Oh, that is a small bottle, huh?
Yeah, it's
But yeah,
small.
I
I
think
mean,
they can legally not have it on the label. That's crazy.
but it's not on here.
That is crazy. The same thing. Like some of them don't have alcohol percentage ABV. I don't understand how that's legal.
I think in
Yeah.
certain
I re-
states, like in Wisconsin,
Yeah.
I think you actually can't put it on there. It's something with like they think it's like encouraging people to buy higher alcohol content or something. So like all these New Glarus beers, the only way to know is from the brewery because it's not on any bottle ever.
Wow,
Pretty sure
that's
that's
crazy.
12 fluid ounce.
Okay, so I've got it pulled up here. So let's check this out, guys. We've got. I'm going to share the screen here, and we're going to look at this together here. So we've got 3,400 ratings on here, 107 in the last 30 days. Oh, okay. So one by me. So I've obviously done this before. 8.9% ABV. I am showing. Am I showing different ABV? No, same ABV. 26 IBUs, a 4.1 rating. So we're doing okay on the rating. During the summer of 2017, our brewers were developing and subsequently falling in love with our Omegang Smoked Porter. Sampling the first pilot batches, it was clear that this was a beer that was meant for barrel aging. Thus, when we brewed smoked porter to release in the winter of 2017, we also set some aside in bourbon barrels. Each individual barrel then received additions of several whole Madagascar vanilla beans to impart their rich, creamy flavors. Oh yeah, into the beer as oh yeah. Oh, come on, guys! You should have went farther with that. We then received additions of several whole Madagascar vanilla beans to import their rich, creamy flavors into the beer as it aged. Yeah, come on now. Now, 6 months later, it's ready to drink. Yeah, baby, drink it now. That's what I'm talking about. So here's a look at the beer. I'm going to start with this one because that other one's just a sample thing. So here's a look at the beer. Hopefully, we will get a look at the beer. This looks like one right here. there's a look at someone's animal. There's a
There
look
you
at
go.
It could be called beer. You know,
it could be called beer, yeah. So you can see no head, all that sort of thing, which you kind of, Mark, right, expect from a beer that's barrel aged. No,
Yeah, a lot of times it seems like
very, very, very little head.
it's a little
Yeah,
carbonation. Not a lot of.
Yeah, I mean barrels typically kind of kill that.
Yeah, they kind of kill that.
Barrels and sour beers, like there's no like you won't find a sour beer with a head.
That's
Just
true.
obvious.
Yeah, that's true. Love the cap on this one though. Look at the cap.
Yeah, they have a good design.
I'm gonna go full screen on this one. The cap is very cool on this one.
Like a little tartan or a little,
A lot like a is that a Chicago cab or something like that with the checkerboard pattern.
I think it's supposed to be something to do with Belgium, I think.
Now, if I crack this open, will Neary wake up in his sleep? I think so. This is a 330 milliliter bottle.
Hey, what time is it right now? What time is it where he is?
Yeah, what is
What do you,
Probably like
what are
1
they?
in the morning or something.
2 in the morning. It's 2 in the
2 in
morning.
the morning. Yeah, he's gonna roll over right now. You watch.
Up
We're
to
gonna
hit
hear
around?
Eat it, Neary! Eat it! You're rolling over. You know what? I have to admit though, that can had more smoke.
Wow.
That can had.
Well, when you saw the head,
smoke that can have. That can had a lot of smoke.
when you saw the head that beer gave, though, it was too much. So that makes sense, right?
Yeah, that's all they guess.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Man, you guys are
Or
trying to
carb.
make. You guys are a buzzkill. You're making sense of stuff. And
Hey,
that's-
listen,
We haven't had
The
enough
next-
yet.
the next beer I'll
Yeah.
give you, I'll fucking shake that shit up before I give it to you.
I know, right? We're gonna have some excitement here. Or else, right? So here's a look at my pour right here.
That's a
Nice
pretty big
glass.
head for a barrel aged beer.
Look at that. Look at
Nice
that.
glass.
And look at that head, baby. That's what I'm talking
And that's
about.
kind of a lower ABV for a barrel aged beer, too.
Isn't it? Yeah, 8.9.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, wow.
Joe, you know,
Okay, I've still got some here in the bottle if you want it, Pat. Wow. Oh my God, chocolate. I'm getting chocolate. I'm getting big vanilla. Oh, smell that one. That is nice.
Yeah, a lot of vanilla.
Oh my God, lots of vanilla, chocolate. It smells like milkshake since you're getting the combination of the vanilla. Big. This has got to be one of the biggest vanillas I've smelled in a barrel aged beer. I mean, you can smell the bourbon, but it is way back there in the nose, at least. So here we go.
Oh, motherfucker.
And typical of a porter, as opposed to a stout, look how thin that is. Look how easily that swirls around in the glass. I'm not putting very little effort in there. Look at that. Oh, mother of God. That is smooth. My goodness. That is how I like to have a bourbon barrel aged beer right there, my friends. That is, you barely get a hint of the barrel. It's not too bourbony, in other words. It's not hot. You know what I'm saying? You do get the and granted there's an appreciation for that, right? I'm gonna indulge in some water in between each sip, if you will.
Yeah, that's we talked about this before, but that's my thing with barrel aged beers. I don't like when the barrel is the number one flavor.
It's not if it's the first thing you get, then it's too much barrel.
Yeah, it's just like if you want to do that, just drink some bourbon.
Yeah.
This is nice, man. This is Gang. They've been around
They-
how many years? Mark, you've been there.
I think 3 or 4.
30.
3 or
When did
4 at
they
least.
opened up in the late 80s, I think. They're like late 80s, early 90s. So 25 years or so.
They you know what? They've got experience, in other words. I mean, this is well done. You know, porters aren't stout. right? They typically swirl around in your glass like this. A good one. This is nice. It ain't got a ton of legs to it. You know what I'm saying? Some bourbon barrel aged beers will have legs to it at 8.9. Now, Samuel Smith is a prime example. 8.9% on a Samuel Smith barrel aged beer. Dear God, you can breathe fire. I mean, those right? Their porters that they've done,
I didn't
you can
actually know
breathe
they even
fire
did
at
barrel aged stuff.
8.9.
I've never had one of their barrel aged beers. I've
How
only
many
had the
years
normal
ago?
stuff.
How many years ago was it that they did those special beers? I got all 4 of them, and they were hot as hell. They were hot. God, it's been a bunch of years. Probably 8, 9 years ago that they did those special beers. They've done Samuel Adams, to their credit, will do, I don't know, 20 some different beers a year.
I thought you said Samuel Smith.
Yeah, Samuel Adams.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they do, God, at least 16 a year. It's insane. They do a ton. But in any case, this is really good. This is good. Absolutely. I would give it a 4. Absolutely. No doubt. Actually, let me see what I gave it before, since I've rated it on here. Dear God, what did I give it? How long ago did I do this one?
Isn't that hilarious when you can look back on your review?
I know.
Yeah.
I did it March 18th, the same beer. That's funny.
That's only 4 months ago. That's not that long.
Yeah, and I gave it almost a 4.
Okay, 3.75.
Yeah, almost a 4. So thin, but lots of vanilla, smoke, and wood. Interesting.
See,
That's
see, I'm not getting like any smoke.
well, it would make sense because now, if this is the same 4-pack, that would have been way fresher than it is now because that's March 18th. So this is how many months later? So some stuff may have calmed down. Now we've got a guy in here right now who's been having some fantastic beers. What say you, Craig?
Yeah, it'd been all right. Not bad. How you doing?
All right, man. All right, my friend.
Cool,
What are you having now?
A beer from the UK, North Brewing Co. It's called Lost Cosmonauts. It's a double dry hopped IPA. It's about focus, but yeah, you get the idea.
Okay.
Oh, Lost.
Yeah, it's in focus there, but then it's too far away. So it's my kind of webcam thing, but yeah, nice. So
yeah,
a brewery in
really,
UK outlet.
You've been knocking down the reviews pretty darn good, man.
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah, he's been uploading beers left and right.
Yeah,
yeah, I've been a bit of an alcoholic lately. To be fair,
Making me feel unworthy.
I know. He's been holding true, man. That is good. Let me share the screen on this one, pal, and then we'll have you talk about it for sure. I'm showing Lost Cosmonauts, which is what, Russian? Is that Russian?
I guess so. I mean,
for astronaut, right? Russian.
Astronauts.
In any case, 1,500. I'm sorry, ratings on here. 296 in the last 30 days. Classified as the New England IPA. 6%, no IBUs rated, and a 392. That's right up there as well, man.
It's not bad. I mean,
Cosmonaut. This is thin. This hazy, hoppy IPA is packed with mosaic. What is that? Equinaut, hops, and what is this? I can't say that word. What is that? I don't know. Everything that we love about beer. Bill! Go, Craig.
I couldn't say that word when I was doing the review either. So I just
not big enough for me to see it.
I'm bad enough trying to pronounce beer names. Never mind all these other fancy names, you know. So, I mean, this is a beer that I've been trying to get hold of since April. It's in the UK supermarkets, but very kind of like selective stores. There's a supermarket chain in the UK called Tesco's, and one is the biggest one basically we have, and so these beers they done a massive kind of launch of these kind of this was £3 this can, which is an absolute bargain.
That is good
for a 440ml can, 6%, you know, New England IPA in a supermarket now. This is the level now the UK supermarkets have kind of jumped up to, if that makes sense.
Good. That's good for you guys, man. That's great.
But it opens up the market to people of like, oh, let's try what's a New England IPA, you know, to the masses, and that's where it is now over here. But this beer is this one in particular has been really very selective in the stores that you can actually try and get it. My good friend, another beer tuber, Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews, look him up on YouTube. Great guy. He sent me this because he had it locally to him, and like 3 other beers. I done a little unboxing earlier. But yeah, I've been wanting to get hold of this, and yeah, it's a really nice beer. It's one of them. It's got quite a bit of bitterness considering it's a New England IPA. I find I've only got a little bit left. I've drunk most of it, but it's a really damn good beer. I mean, considering this is a 3-month-old can, it's held up really well. Really impressive. So yeah, cheers.
Yeah, that is great news. Thank you, man, for sharing that because, you know, now in just your supermarkets, which is where a lot of people are getting all their stuff, right? If you can go to a supermarket in the UK and get good craft beer, I mean, you're doing something now, man, right? Like, you know, I know a lot of it is American, but still, that is inspiring UK breweries to come out of their funk a little bit and really start to get creative as well. So that's it all helps the whole craft beer industry, you know.
I feel like our grocery stores aren't even that great still. So
Yeah.
we seem to be coming up.
Honestly,
most grocery stores are not even close to what you guys get in the UK as far as selection.
Well, you know, they don't have
that's just the state laws too. You know,
well, yeah, the state laws plus the distribution, you know, and the big boys have shelf space here in America locked up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so even as much as they are buying each other, they still can't get the shelf space. You know, it's ridiculous. You have to get some of your other ones like Sprouts or Whole Foods or something like that before you start getting into that selection he's talking about.
I mean, there's been quite a kind of not controversy, but a lot of sort of when it all first happened back in early April, that they brought out, I don't know, about 15 different kind of beers, and all the kind of independent, well, not all, 1 or 2 independent bottle shops were getting a bit kind of like because the price point, the main thing was the price point. Obviously, a lot of breweries are brewing for this specific supermarket, so then therefore the prices could be, because they're producing it en masse, the price point is much lower because they've got bigger buying power and all that kind of thing compared to independent bottle shops where obviously the price is going to be that much higher. So there was a bit of a kind of a backlash from that. But yeah, no, it's if people are getting into craft beer, I'm all for it. You know, if you're new, you're trying out the supermarket ones just to get yourself going, and then if you want some better stuff, then go to your independent bottle shops and go from there. If they're getting people on board, then I think it's a good thing. So everyone's left. I'll start. Excellent. What are you guys drinking?
I'm here.
Oh, cool.
I moved on
drinking.
to the. Go ahead, Pat.
Like I say, I'm drinking Joe's beers here.
Oh,
The Omegang and the Novo. Still working on those two. I have
Are you
one
at-
more I want to break out, but
I'd
it's
like to
another
have
kind of-
that Omegang.
You-
Looks pretty good.
Are you at Joe's place?
I am, yes.
All right. I was going to say you look like you got the same kind of house. That's all.
Yeah. And I have one more can I was gonna break out, but it's getting a little excessive, so I don't know. It's really good, but I don't
You're
know if
there,
Joe's
why
up
not?
for it.
Yeah, we'll save that for the after party. Yeah.
Listen up this one. This was a new one for me.
Yeah, let's see what Mark's got there, because poor guy had
Yeah, I was in the dark. Come on.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
is,
good, Mark.
This is Old Guard
Okay.
from what is the brewer? Service Brewing here in Georgia. I think they're out of Savannah. I think. But it's a beer de garde brewed with honey.
French.
Oh, okay.
Yes, brewed with honey.
Cool.
And it's 6.6%, and really nice. It's got a nice, rich. I'm almost done with it, but a nice, rich copper color. You get some good. I mean, the honey flavors. It's not sweet, but it's definite honey, and it's kind of tangy. So you're getting that. I don't know if they do open fermentation on this or not, but I mean, it's kind of like a French wild ale, isn't that essentially what Bière de Garde is?
Yeah, I think that there is a certain grain they use. I think it's essentially a grain-based beer.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, it's tangy. It's kind of fruity and tangy, and the honey is definitely there, so it gives it a nice kind of an earthy honey flavor. So it's really very refreshing.
Yeah, and honey beers aren't typically. I think the minute you brew one of those beers, you automatically know this is going to be session territory here.
Yeah, this is.
Which ain't bad. I mean, we were just talking about that here.
It's a very good mix of kind of like caramel, kind of smoky caramel and honey. So the honey is there, but not overly sweet, not sweet at all, really. It's just kind of malty with some good honey flavor.
Just accentuates it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to share the screen on this one real quick.
Kind of earthy. It's kind of like a, almost like a saison, a little bit. You know, that kind of a little smoky, like a smoky saison. I mean,
little peppery.
Yeah, a little peppery. Yep, that's a good description. Slightly burnt on the malt, just a little bit. You know, like smoky, spicy.
Rustic kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's good. That's a good. Yeah, rustic is a good kind of
Earthy,
smoky,
rustic,
peppery, spicy. Yeah.
cool.
So you got 3,800 ratings on here, 19 in the last 30 days, 6.6 ABV, 20 IBU, and a 361 rating.
They're out of Savannah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Yeah,
Sounds nice.
it's a nice beer. And it was reasonable price. It was a 6-pack of 12-ounce cans, and it was $9.99. So kind of
That label's kind of misleading in a way. You wouldn't think that'd be a beer de garde or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll keep doing that. Trying to get the camera kind of lined up.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I know I got my the little thing you put over when you don't want anybody watching you. I put it on the wrong. So now I put it on the right side. So now I can line up that. So.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about this Logitech is it's got this built-in, I don't know about built-in. It just clicks on.
That's controlled by the Russians. You got to watch out, Joe. You got to put tape over that.
Yeah,
it's them damn cosmonauts.
That's the Putin filter.
It's those
Yeah.
cosmos. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's
You know where the lens is, but you're not necessarily centered in your video.
That's it.
You're always
yeah, off to the left, right?
okay.
Off to the right, exactly. Yeah.
What,
Well, guys, I'm going to end this one right here, man. You guys are welcome to stay in there for an after show. It seems like so. As far as after shows go, you guys were able to stay on here almost as long as you wanted to. I would.
Yeah,
I
as
assume.
long as you stayed
Until the
on,
last one leaves.
you were fine. But
yeah,
I don't think you're able to rejoin if you leave. Once you stop it, if one of us stops, I don't think we can get back in.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay.
I think that's the way it works.
So, do you not have an invite link there, Mark?
Well, I just clicked the link that you originally sent out to begin with. You know, after I came back from my blackout.
I think
So perhaps maybe someone could just keep putting that link in there, and then that would keep the after show going forever.
No, because you're controlling it. So if you shut down the dashboard, which you do when you close it, if there's a stream open, people can still use it. But I don't know. I mean, I think that once you close it down.
I still have it on my copy, so I can paste it, but I haven't tried it yet to see if it works.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the way.
In the private chat, but then like you said, once you get out, then that's it, right?
Yeah.
So, in any case, though, we're out of here, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Craig, Earth, Pat, Mark, thanks for jumping back in. Bum and Billy D, man. You know, our heart goes out to Billy D.
You're gonna have to watch.
He took
something always weird happens when I'm not here. Oh, I'm not going to be here next week probably too. So guys, get ready for a wild show.
Oh, that's going to be.
There's no
show.
That's
the makings of a wild show when Mark.
That's
in
true
here.
because when you're partially in here, Mark, that still kind of influences it. So we're okay. But you're not.
Do you have a show next week? Is there a show next week? Or not?
Yes, there's a show next week.
Well, yeah, I can't. I'm in London next weekend, so
yeah,
I might be watching, but
so Craig and Mark won't be here.
I'll be watching, but I'll be shit faced. So
there's going to be we might have the
nothing wrong with that
himself jump in on the show. Who knows? I mean, it could be just mass chaos.
Yeah, I'll be watching. I can't join because.
Yeah, I might join in.
Smashed at the pub. That'd be good times.
No, I'm going to the London Craft Beer Festival next weekend. So I'm going to be shitty, and then I wouldn't join anyway when I'm like that.
Now, for the London Craft Beer Show, how many pinkies out do you have to have for that show?
I have no idea. Don't know.
There's got to be, limited to just one. Hopefully, you can just go one pinky out.
Viewer discretion.
On camera with one.
I think it's optional. I guess.
Yeah, it's viewer discretion.
Pinky's optional.
There's always going to be somebody.
Yeah, I would imagine for the London Craft Beer Show, dear God, there's got to be some pinkies out for sure. You might even have to go pinky toes out for that show, I would imagine.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some reviews at the festival and stuff. There's a few breweries from the States coming over, and
nice.
Like Interbro are gonna be there, and Barrier and things like that.
Probably Budweiser.
Probably they might highly unlikely, but
Coors.
We don't claim Budweiser anymore, do we?
Fuller's.
How about all the English 800? I think
Fuller's will be there. I'll be trying the Fuller's 2019 vintage ale.
Maybe Huffy will be there.
Yeah.
Look for a guy in a ski mask. Maybe Huffy will be there.
Exactly. He'll be outside doing a review of it.
Highly unlikely, but there's no malt liquor there. So
you never know. You might
pouring liquor out on the pavement.
I don't know what he looks like. He could be there.
Yeah.
Giving it all the stuttering and shit.
You'll hear him before you see him. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know who you are, but I can hear who you are. Kind of thing,
Scaring all the passersby.
Yeah.
That guy, I'm telling you, I almost look forward to meeting him one of these days. I mean, that guy is insane.
He would be a trip. I'd be like mind blown after you meet that guy.
I don't think you'd get a word in, Joe.
I don't think I could. I'm pretty good at it, but I swear I don't know
I'm
that I
pretty
could.
good at it.
Be too busy laughing.
I think I would meet my match with that guy for sure.
Unless he cracks a beer open, there's a bit of smoke.
Yes.
Then you're in.
I'm in because there's smoke. I pause everybody. That's it. Boom. That's it. We're in.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
That might be my end. So even if you crack malt liquor and there's smoke, everybody has to pause.
Yeah, then you just lead the cheer into it.
Yeah. Everybody has to pause.
Excellent.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We'll see you next week. Peace out, man.
Later.
Cheers.
All right, man.
He actually left. That's funny.
You did, yeah. So now we have to see what happens if you log out and can you get back in? I don't know.
I'm still showing live.
We're still live.
Yeah. Now, Pat, you've been upside down on my screen. Is Pat right side up on everybody else's screen?
No, but he didn't click. He didn't click.
Oh, there he is. Now he's right side up. Okay.
Get Joe on there and say, look, you didn't click the stop stream thing.
Yeah. Let's see.
He just left the studio, or what happened?
Because I know if you do this on, I know if you, when he done this on Hangouts, there was a 10-minute. Yeah, there was a 10-minute cutout.
It does.
Yeah.
What I want to see,
It's a
I
good
want to
thing
see
Greg
Jody
isn't
that
in here.
last grill in his backyard that he's never used in 5 years or
It's
4 years.
hilarious. It's brilliant. Love it. Because you do this on the original Hangout, so there was a 10-minute spell where it was still live and then it cuts out. I don't know about this platform. It could be like, because it didn't say stop stream.